The man who returned 456. The silence was the loudest sound he had ever known. It wasn't the manufactured, sterile silence of the dormitories, nor the deafening hush before the fatal gunshots. This was the quiet of the outside world, a world he had fought, gambled, and killed to return to. Seong Jiaihu, player 456, stood rigid under the blinding, garish neon lights. The massive, ceremonial bow tie on the table before him felt like a noose. His green tracksuit, the one he had deliberately chosen not to change out of, was a uniform, a scarlet letter. It was a reminder of the 45.6 billion won prize he had claimed and the 455 lives that had paid for it. His eyes, sunken and hard, scanned the sea of faces behind him. They were the new batch of desperate, indebted souls, lined up like sacrificial lambs, each wearing the terror and hope he remembered so well. They looked at him, the legendary, the lone victor, with a mixture of awe and resentment. They saw a hero. He saw a ghost wearing a numbered shroud. He lifted his gaze to the X patch on his chest, a stark crimson square where a congratulatory symbol should have been. It wasn't put there by the game's organizers. He had stitched it there himself, a silent, public declaration. It stood for exile, for executioner, but mostly for exposure. Jiaihu reached out a trembling hand and didn't touch the prize, but the tiny, innocent-looking black button on the pedestal. He wasn't here for a victory lap. He wasn't here to claim the spoils of war. He was here to break the glass dome, to shatter the beautiful, terrifying illusion of the Squid Game. A voice, distorted and mechanical, boomed through the hall. Player 456, are you ready to present the inaugural challenge to the new participants? Jiaihu's jaw tightened. He looked directly into the lens of the highest hidden camera, a flicker of the old, broken man briefly crossing his face before being replaced by something cold and unwavering. No, he said, his voice surprisingly clear, echoing off the tiered stands. I am not here to play a game. He pressed the button. Not the ceremonial one, but a hidden panic button sewn into the lining of his jacket. A small, subtle sound that only a few would hear, but a sound that meant the end of the game had finally begun. He had survived the game, but his true purpose was to destroy it. And for that, he was willing to wear the target, the number 456, one last time.